We're about to round the corner into Q4, and before we get there, I want to really ask you guys to examine, do you have a plan for the slower months? Now, I know some of you are looking at me going, the Q4 is not slow in my market. Use Q4 as a placeholder for me, okay? I've got some folks down in Florida where genuinely it's the summer months that slow down. I get it. I understand. Same thing out in Arizona sometimes. I get it. I understand. Just bear with me. We're going to use Q4 as a placeholder. Q4 does tend to get a little bit rowdy, right? We've got kids' recitals, we've got holidays, we've got family coming into town, all the things. Some of us jet out of the cold to go to a warmer climate for vacations. There's a lot happening. And that's great. That's wonderful. I want for you to take time off. You know how I feel about work-life counterbalance. I want for you to be at your kids' events. I want for you to be doing the things that are more important, frankly, than work is. And I also want for us to have a game plan to make sure that when you are in a slower period, whether it's months, quarters, whatever, that there's some juice to be squeezed there, right? Especially Q4 when everyone tends to kind of put the sleeping cap on and hang out at home on the couch in PJs. There's some opportunity for us to get some genuine work done. And that doesn't mean out hustling and bustling with clients either. What this means is that there's an opportunity to handle some of the system optimization, some of the marketing plans, some of the projects, some of the revamps that you've been talking to me about all year long, and we just haven't found the time to do it. So a couple of questions that I've jotted down to kind of help us think through this time of year and coming up with a game plan before Q4 hits are these. First and foremost, what will I focus on when closings slow down? So if closings isn't our main gig during the quiet time, again, whatever quarter that may be for you, what is it that I am going to focus on? Similarly, what will success look like if volume isn't my metric? How am I measuring that I am making successful moves in this period, right? What am I measuring? How am I judging that? The third question is, what decisions can I make now that will protect my peace later? Can I front load some content creation? Can I redo the listing packet that I've wanted to do for so long? Can I plan out my mailer program for the remainder of 2026? Whatever it may be. And then lastly, how will I use this time now so that January isn't a restart, it's just a continuation? So often you'll hear people say like, okay, new year, new me, right? That kind of thing. Or, oh, I'm finally getting back in the office. I would like us to throw out that mentality and instead look at what can I do right now that can jumpstart my year going into 2026. So take some time with those 4 questions and also take some time to make sure that you do have rest and relaxation coming into your calendar. There's more on that in future blog posts, I promise. And that you're utilizing the quiet time for what it is, a time to be able to hunker down and do some of the work that you haven't been able to get to when you were running around like an insane person.